Hello everybody, welcome back to D Studios. Thought I'd give y'all another, quick studio tour here. Forgive me, I touch my face a lot, I don't know why. But, because it's been about a year or so since a studio tour, and, well, I haven't done another one. Not really a whole lot has changed. Let me turn the camera around here and show you what's going on. And here's my little corner of the world. Got a very small space to work in, but work table, light box a friend of mine had given me. Actually, it's an X-ray box. Works great. Dragonfly painting watercolor painting I'm working on. Forgive the condition here of the table, my prep work table here. It's pretty well always chaotic like this. I'm not one for keeping it completely neat, as I find the chaos of it to be more conducive to creativity. A few things over here. Another clamp to a table easel. I really like this one. It actually works great for that. Fully adjustable, for different size canvases or panels. Accepts panels exceptionally well. Here's a koi watercolor painting I did in a kind of, Japanese style with the finger waves and all of that. I rather dig that myself. Here's a watercolor of flamingos I did for a friend of mine. She has yet to come pick it up, obviously. There's an abstract piece I did. My panda paintings that I am still working on right here. I really do have to get those finished. Things that inspire me. Little brush holder from Sailor Jerry's Spiced Rum. Here's my watercolor palette. I know it's actually a palette shape, right? Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I guess you can buy these, at stores like Hobby Lobby and stuff like that. I had never seen them there before. A friend of mine had this one and he gave it to me, so there's that. Old palette I was using. This one here is made out of mica, and it chips really easily when you're scraping the paint and stuff off, so I quit using the palette. Now I just keep it as display because I think, dig that, it's a witness to creativity. There's a palette I had made before I had gotten any palettes. I keep that one for the same purpose. It's a witness to creativity. I like to keep these stretcher bars here kind of ready to go, although I don't ever really intend to use them. My little buddy right here. Yeah, my little buddy right there. He's awesome. Oh, speaking of turtles, yeah. Here's an oil turtle I did on a sand dollar. Yeah, I dig that. I think it's pretty cool. This is probably one of the smallest paintings, actually. Yeah, the smallest painting other than little thumbnails that I've ever done that just happens to be on a sand dollar. Sadly, it broke right there in the corner, but that's alright. Just adds a little character to it. A crappy dragon there that I've got to finish. I don't know that I ever will. It was just something I was dinking around on. Portfolio in the background. Lighthouse that I need to start working on again. Toolbox with some old paints in it. I mean old. You'll see here in just a second. If I can get this stupid thing open. Check this tube out. I probably shouldn't even be touching this with my bare hands, honestly. But that's so old that the tube itself is still lead. Grumbacher's. This is cadmium red deep. Look at that. There's not even any information on it about light fastness or, you know, any of that. This is just a really old ass tube of paint, and it's hardly even been used. I got some cheapy acrylics in there. I don't really work in acrylics a whole lot. I don't really like acrylics. But this was just a box of, like, toolbox full of really old art supplies that my brother had found in a storage he bought, and figured, you know, maybe I would like them. Maybe I could use them. I mean, look at that. These are lead tubes, for crying out loud. Like, I really shouldn't be touching these with my hands. Here's the Phthalo Blue right here. Permanent, you know, I can't even tell you who the maker of this is. But, yeah, Phthalo Blue. I might start, if I can get that open. I'll probably actually use that because, yeah, I mean, it's still good paint. Again, here's another one that's leaking all over the place, just in terrible condition. This is Winsor Newton Yellow Ochre. Some really old brushes, old palette knives. I mean, look at this, is just crazy what was in here. I mean, those acrylics weren't in there when he gave it to me. I don't even really know why I still have those. And down here on the bottom, you know, stapler, canvas stretchers, some Bob Ross, what is that? I'm not even sure what that is. Titanium white. Yeah, it figures. Look at this. Look how old. I mean, look at this. Look at, they're just, and this is Liquitex. I don't even know why I haven't kept those. Here's some acrylic gesso. Yeah. Yeah. Somewhere around here I have a can of oh, yeah, it's right there on in the top. That top drawer. There's a can of Magic White, liquid white. Bob Ross used all the time. Yeah. I know. I've used it once before. It's pretty awesome stuff, actually. I like it. Yeah, sorry for the shakiness of the video. Display easel here. Here's a little tabletop, you know, fold up tabletop easel. That guy there. Yeah, anyway. That ain't got nothing to do with art, right? And then I added these shells. Again, another thing a friend of mine gave me. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. I don't actually go out asking for anything, but a few of my friends know that I'm an artist, and so they give me art supplies, which is pretty cool. Some pre-made, you know, bought canvases. I'm not actually using these. I'm just storing them for my stepdaughter. Same with these acrylic craft paints here. Storing them for my stepdaughter. Here's some Master's Touch oil paints from Hobby Lobby. Yeah, I know I mean, it's not the best quality in the world there, but honestly, the Master's Touch, they're not bad. Not really. Tube of, oh, what the heck. Dioxazine Violet. Dioxazine Purple, whatever you want. Violet, purple, whatever. Winsor Newton. Haven't cracked it open yet. Lemon Yellow. You know, Grumbacher. I do buy some quality paints. I mean, they're not the top of the line like Lucas or something like that, but they're good paints. These archival permanent flexible artist oils. I've used these a little bit. These are pretty good. Thick bodied, kind of a semi-thick bodied paint. You could probably use this for wet on wet. They dry kind of slow though. I don't know if you would really want to use them. These things for these oil sticks right here. My laptop for reference images. This is a cheapy one, doesn't work very well, so I just use it for reference images. These paint sticks, dude, if you're doing an abstract painting, the Shiva by Delta, I don't even think they make these particular ones anymore. I don't even know how old they are. Conti sticks or whatever. This one's an ultramarine blue. It's cool because they developed this skin on them. you know, so you got to peel that skin off before you can use them. But oh my God, the colors are so rich and vibrant. They're just gorgeous colors, and they leave big, thick, chunky marks. I mean, these things are awesome. Get you some pigment sticks if you've never used them before. I promise that you'll like them if you're an oil painter, or at least I think you will. Maybe you won't, but whatever. Yeah, I like that too. Yeah, if you notice, I have made a major mistake here, a serious faux pas. I didn't gesso this before I painted on it. So, yeah, eventually it's going to deteriorate and go goodbye-bye, but, well, that's okay. I'll have it until it's no more. You know, a few sculpting tools, you know, for working in clay. Unfortunately, I don't, because I just don't have the space for it right now, nor can I afford to buy a kiln. Those things are super expensive. Here's a frame. This frame was also given to me. Here's this easel right here, another little tabletop reclining easel. I can probably use this one. It needs a little bit of repair work done to it. I just haven't got around to it yet. But I could probably use this one for, like, you know, a slight incline for a watercolor palette or whatever. But somebody gave me this here frame, and it's, you know, as you can see, it's a fully intact frame, but it's got this, you know, spattered paint just all over it, and there's heavy sand texture on here and stuff. I don't know what got in there, but I'm going to use it as is. I'm going to create a painting specifically for this frame and use the frame to frame that painting as is, with all of this gorgeous teal blue greenish color right here left on it, even right here, you know, on the all of that. I'm going to leave that all on there because I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. I don't have any other place to store my bicycle pump right now, my tire pump. Here's where I keep most of my watercolors. I don't generally keep my palette knives there, but whatever. Some cheap brushes. Walmart brushes. Don't buy those. They suck. I promise you won't like them. I don't know. Maybe you will. I mean, for cheap purposes, you know, maybe really scrubbing some paint into your canvas, your surface or whatever would be fine. But here's my watercolors, you know. Shiva. I don't know how this cheap tube of De La Rowney got in here, but that's not even watercolor. It's freaking white, so that may as well just be gouache. We're going to take that out of there. Grumbacher. This Van Gogh student grade. It's not too bad for a student grade paint. But some of these are like really super firm, hard to get the lids off of, but they're still great paint. Here's another old ass tube. Utrecht. I mean, that's really, really good paint there. But, you know, like I said, some of those tubes are super old, so I'm gonna have to wash my hands after I make this. But some cards to kind of test what the paint will do on paper, literature, blah blah. One of those little folding palettes. This is great for travel purposes, this little folding palette here. I haven't cracked this guy open in a while, so but I've got mostly gouache in this one right now. I really actually do like working in gouache. It's a pretty fun medium and versatile to work with. But you can see it's a little thumb hole right there. You can buy these at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, whatever. You know, and when they're new, the paint, of course, doesn't stay, you know, out in your puddle. It wants to come back together, surface tension, all that good stuff. But after you use it a few times, they're fairly good palettes. A few sponges in there for keeping some moisture, you know. A few more tubes, color here, paint. Grumbacher, yeah. Tissue paper for lifting. Yeah, it's a, you know, that's a great little palette. I mean, it really does work pretty good. I haven't worked on gouache in a while, and I don't really do a whole lot of like plein air painting, so but I haven't done any gouache in a while, so I don't use it very often. Here's my 2.5 inch brush, Bob Ross brush. You've probably seen him, you know, super light touch, 2 hairs and some air, using this big old brush to blend and smooth things. A couple of little cheapy chip brushes. One of my all-time favorite, this one's for watercolor, but one of my all-time favorite brushes, shapes, I need to clean that, but is a dagger. These things are awesome. If you've never used a dagger brush before, I suggest that you get yourself one and try it out. You can get super thick lines. You can get, when it's wet, that is it'll give you an incredibly thin line. But anyway, this video is getting a little bit long in the tooth, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. A few more, you know, linseed oil, Galkid. Yes, I do use liquid because that means I don't have to obey fat over lean. Oh, linseed oil, Galkid, liquid. No, it's gotta be around here somewhere. My oil palette. This one is plexiglass, and I just tinted it with, you know, the dregs in the bottom of my medium cup and my brush washing cup. You know, the dregs in the bottom of that. I would have preferred it a little more on the gray side. That's all right. Box my mom gave me for Christmas one year, and I used that to store paints in. Stays right here. Inspires creativity. Believe. You know, yeah, believe in yourself. Seriously. As I said, this is getting a little long in the tooth, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Just wanted to give you a quick overview. You know, there's the easel. Big old can light out there. I hate fighting shadows. I do need some better lighting. My lighting is kind of terrible right now. That's why I got the light box sitting on my work table versus laying down using it as a light box to provide some better lighting. But that's my space. Hasn't really changed a whole lot from the last time y'all had seen it. But yeah, there you go. If y'all like this kind of content, do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my future videos. Yeah. I deserve it. Have a day. Oh, look, there's a little bit more.